Hi everyone. Hi, and I'm Carla, and welcome to today's training of about 5 social media top tips for spiritual entrepreneurs. Hope you're feeling good, whatever part of the world you are. So first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Carla. I am a social media coach for spiritual entrepreneurs and light workers. And just a bit about myself, about my background. So I have been working in social media marketing for over the past 10 years. So I work in many companies, I work with many clients in traditional businesses, etc., etc. And then a few years ago, I had myself my own spiritual awakening. And I've been through a journey. Basically, I've been through a journey of self-discovery, of peeling all the layers. I call it peeling all the layers of what is not me, and finding my true self, my true purpose. And yeah, and it just came to me along in that journey that the way I see social media, it's very different. you know, it's very different from traditional marketing methods and techniques and etc. Although it's fine to have them. I know them all. I've used them all throughout the years. But I believe when when your heart opens and you coming from your heart center, coming from your heart chakra, and you want to make a difference in the world and you want to help other people, and social media needs a different approach. And that's why I've completely, I'm not saying change, but I've completely refocused the core of my business, and I decided to focus on helping other people that are on a similar journey, have their own heart-centered businesses, want to make a difference in other people's lives, want to make money, of course, but they want more than just business, they want just more than just make money. They want really live their life purpose. And so that's what I did. That's why I'm here today, because that's my purpose. That's what I'm passionate about. It's helping others to show fully online and who they are, and being able to grow their businesses, be able to work with their soulmate clients, with their ideal clients, which is a pleasure to work with, which are ready to work with you. Whatever you do, whatever your business are, whatever you are, a coach or a healer, or you do a yoga teacher, whatever it is that you are, work with joy, work from joy, work with people that want to work with you, that are ready to work with you, that value what you do and respect what you do, and which is a pleasure. Basically, I call it soulmate clients because they really are, because it's I think most of my clients, it's much more a client, it becomes a really, it's a connection, it's a relationship that is created, and it's so pleasurable to work this way. So yeah, so that's why I've decided to do this training, so to give you the 5 top tips for social media, top tips for spiritual entrepreneurs. Of course, there's much more to social media than just these 5 tips, but I believe this is a very good starting point. Doesn't matter if you're just starting your own business and you have no idea what to do on social media, if you're overwhelmed, or if you have been doing social media for some time, but you feel you're not really taking the most out of it. It doesn't matter. I think these 5 tips applies to everyone that wants to use social media, because I believe these 5 tips is the core for a spiritual entrepreneur to use social media. Okay, so let's start. All right. Okay, so first of all, Evan, before I start, I just want to say that I believe that social media is just a tool, and the focus needs to be, and this is what differs very often from traditional businesses. I believe the focus needs to be on social, not on the media, and very often it's focused on the media, it's focused on selling, hard sales, and etc., and it doesn't work. And it doesn't work because people don't go on social media to buy stuff, right? I don't. And they go on social media for other reasons. And one of the reasons, especially because they are seeking connections. They are seeking connections with other people they know already, or they want to meet other new people. They want to be inspired. They want to find great value, great information about stuff they're going on, etc. And that's the reason why people go on social media, and it's so, I believe, for a spiritual entrepreneur, for you to build your business, to grow your business, and get the right clients. It's all about this. It's all about connection. It's all about reaching the right people and connecting with them, interacting with them, engaging, and creating relationships, you know. And this is how it should be. This is how it should be done. We'll talk about that a bit later on this training. So I'd like to start about, so the first tip, it's on using social media, is to show yourself fully. You know, you need to go all the way here. You cannot just show yourself just just a little bit of myself, or just talk a little, you know. It doesn't work. You have to take the decision, you know. You have to commit to yourself to show yourself fully. And when I say show yourself fully, it's not just your business and what you do and how you do it and how you can help people. This is who you are as a person, you know. I know a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs that I coach and help. They are like scared of showing themselves. It's like, oh, people are not gonna like me, or I'm not perfect, I'm not good enough, you know, to do a video or to show myself. And it's like, and you're doing the disservice to yourself and to the people that need your help when you do this, because no one is perfect. I'm sure I'm not, and no one is perfect. Even if you are 10-20 years in your business, you're not still, and doing videos every day, you're still not perfect, you know, or using social media every day. It's because it's not a question of being perfect. It's a question of, it's not a question of perfection. It's a question of expression, you know, expression of yourself, of who you are, you know. And that's what it starts. You need, in order to show yourself fully on social media, you need to know very well who you are, you know. And that's very often it's the journey of a spiritual entrepreneur. Their own personal journey is their journey of self-discovery, you know, their own personal stuff. It's to find, as I was saying in the beginning, peeling all the layers of what you're not, and find out your truth, find out who you truly are, you know. And it goes, I like to say, this is not just, you're not just helping others, other people are helping you too on this journey, you know. It is a two-way street. And the more you show yourself, the more you are evolving and you are growing, you know. And the right people resonate with that. They're going to feel your energy. They're going to feel you are authentic, you are genuine, you're raw, it's you, you're real. And the right people will resonate with you and they want to work with you, you know. That's how it works. So you need to know who you are, and you need to believe in yourself, you know. You need to believe that in what you do and who you are. And there are people online or on social media, etc., they need you, you know. Even if I had spiritual entrepreneurs, I had clients saying, oh, but there are so many people doing the same as I do. You know, there's not enough clients for everyone. Believe me, there are more than enough clients for everyone. Because even if there are millions of people doing the same as you, there's no one like you, you know. You are unique, and there are people that need your message and need your help the way you do it, you know. So there are more than enough clients. There are people that really need your help and want to work with you. So when you show yourself fully on social media, this is a decision, you know, decision you need to make to yourself, a commitment to yourself. Before the clients can commit to you, you need to commit to yourself first, and do that commitment in showing yourself fully, you know. Because it's like, I believe we are all co-creating with the universe, and it's like you're helping the universe doing, you're doing half of the work. The universe is going to do the rest, which is bringing the clients to you. You know what I mean? You're doing half of the work, which is showing yourself, you know, and just having fun in the process. And I believe you need to have fun with social media. Otherwise, it's just, what's the point, really? So, as I was saying, this is not about perfection. This is about expression of who you are, and not being afraid of showing who you are. And even, I don't know, quirks, I don't know, hobbies you have, things you think makes you vulnerable or something. It doesn't matter, you know. Being vulnerable, it's the way people will connect to you, you know. Just tell your story, tell where you're coming from, tell how, if you are a healer, how do you become a healer, how do you become a yoga teacher, how do you become a coach, how, or, you know what I mean, tell people your story, even because that's what people resonate with, it's because we are human. Right? so this is my tip number one, which is I believe this is the core of everything, is you need to take this decision, you need to go all the way fully and showing yourself on social media and in life in general, to be honest. in your business, offline, I think offline it's the same, in your relationships and everything, but that's topic for another day. Okay, so my two tip for social media, to use social media, is to, before you even start posting and do videos and going on Twitter and Facebook and etc., you need to sit down and write your goals, and this is something a lot of people don't do. They just create profiles on Facebook and Instagram and etc., and they just start posting and stuff and etc., but they have no strategy. They don't know what they want. They know they want to grow their businesses. They know they want to make money. They want to help people. They want to get clients, etc., but don't know exactly the specifics of their goals and for example, why are you using Facebook? Why do you have a page on Facebook? Is it because you want clients? Is it because you want subscribers to your mailing list? Is it because you want to have the opportunity to connect with other coaches, if you are a coach, connect with other coaches in your industry and do business partnerships? Or is it because you're looking for connect with people that are influencers on your industry? It's you need to sit down and write your goals on every social network, in general, of course, first of all, but for every social network that you use, because all social networks are different. You cannot use Facebook the same way you use Twitter or the same way you use Instagram. It's a completely different networks. Or you use Pinterest. Pinterest is not even a social network, it's a search engine, which most people do not know. So you have to have goals for each one of them. So and it's based on these goals that you're gonna create your strategy, because you need to be strategic on social media. Otherwise you just feel overwhelmed and just feel all over the place and don't know exactly where you're going to. And so you need and this is, when you have your goals, this is where you're going to base your work on social media. Everything you're going to do, what you want to get from it. It will give you a purpose. You will feel like there's a reason to be there. I'm not just going to show on Facebook because everyone else is doing it, and because the other person I know, she gets clients from social media, from Facebook, so I need to be on Facebook too. Okay, but how, and how to get those clients, and how what is it I want, what type of clients, what is my ideal client on Facebook, what do they do, what is my ideal client on Twitter, and so it's very important to sit down and write your goals, and sometimes this includes doing a bit of research on each social media network, just to see how they work, how do people interact, how do they work, how what can I get, from this, how can I help people, in this network. So it's very important. If you've never done this, just take some time, sit down and just write your goals. What do I want from this, right? So my three tip about using social media, this is also, it's super important, and this is one of the things when I work on a new client, this is one of the first things I do. It's see where their audience is, what are the right networks they need to be on, because you don't need to be everywhere. You need to be where your clients are, where your audience is, where the people that you can help, where they are, and it's something that I see a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs and business owners. They feel like I need to be everywhere. It's like I need to be on Facebook, I need to be on Instagram, I need to be on Twitter, I need to be on Pinterest, I need to be on Vine, YouTube, blah blah blah, and that then of course they feel really overwhelmed, and they don't know exactly what to do on each one, and it just it becomes like a drag, it becomes like, oh my gosh, because I understand that for a lot of business owners, social media is not their bread and butter. It's what they do to help clients. That's what they enjoy, and that's really their thing. And so if you try to do too much, if you try to spread yourself too thin on social media and try to do too much, you become overwhelmed, you become frustrated, wanting to quit because this is not working for me. It's working for everyone else, but it's not working for me, I'm gonna quit, etc. So the trick here is to be on the right networks for you, for you, not for the other coach, not for the other healer, not for the other, but for you, for who you are as a person, for your specific business, and be where your audience is. And this very, very much includes doing research. Do some research on Facebook, on Twitter, and everywhere. See if your audience is there. See if they are talking about topics that it's the core of your business. See if they are interacting. See if they are engaging with each other. It's if you compare this to an offline thing, it's just like, okay, so you want to go to events, you want to go to business places, you can have business opportunities where the right people is going to be there, right? So because I don't know, I'm just going to give a really silly example here, but if you sell soap, you're not, or how can I say? Let me think a good example. I don't know, for example, if you let's say if you sell something, well, you just need to be, you need to think about where you're going to be. You want to go where that the people that are going to be there, they're going to be interested. For example, let's say you are a law of attraction coach. If you want to go to events and meetups and things that the people that are going to be there, they are interested in law of attraction. Imagine like if you go to a place where people are completely skeptic about these things, it's not your audience. You know what I mean? You want to be where your right audience is, and this means researching the networks, researching places to know if it's really worth to be there. You know what I mean? Because otherwise you just be losing your time. And this is very important, it includes not just the main social media networks that are very known, like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, but sometimes it includes going into other there are online discussion forums and blogs and etc. They are very specific about certain topics, and sometimes can be just the right thing for you, because on Facebook and Twitter etc. you have to go to great lengths sometimes, especially if you're in the beginning, for the right people to find you. You have to use hashtags, you have to go on other groups, you have to use keywords, you have to use paid adverts, and etc. But if there are places, if you go there directly, all the people that are going to be there, they're interested on your topics, they're interested in exactly the work you do, and sometimes those places can be just the right thing, and that's why it's very important to be very specific. And I know for example, I've worked with people, sometimes using just one network is enough. Just be on Facebook, or just use Instagram, or just use YouTube, and it's enough for them. And they really, because they really focus on that network, and they're really enjoying it, and they're really taking a real pleasure from doing stuff in that network, and it grows because they are just really, really having the time of their lives, and sometimes that's just enough. So yeah, it's very important to decide which networks you're going to use, right? Okay, so my fourth tip is do videos. It doesn't matter if what kind of business you have. Videos are huge nowadays, and I think it's the most easy way to anyone to connect directly with their audience online. Just what I'm doing now at this moment. Yeah, I think it's very different. If, for example, I have what people that subscribe to my newsletter, they get 5 social media tips. It's an article that I've written, but I believe reading that article, it's still my energy there and it's still my tips, but I believe it's very different from this. This that I'm doing now. You are seeing me, you are hearing me, and you are feeling my energy. It might resonate with you or not, you might like it or not, doesn't matter, but it's my energy here. And it's direct. It's direct connection, and it's so important to use that. And I know a lot of people don't feel at ease, they don't feel comfortable with doing videos, especially live videos, but I believe it's such a massive opportunity. And if you want to start, don't even if you don't feel comfortable, just start, just do some videos for yourself. Just, you don't have to upload them to YouTube, or you don't have to do a Facebook live or an Instagram live straight away. Of course you can if you want to, but if you don't feel comfortable, just start doing, just do some, sit on your sofa in your living room, just do some videos, record yourself, because you need to feel comfortable with seeing you on camera, with hearing you talk, listening to you talking, etc. And the more you do, the more you're going to feel comfortable doing it, and then doing it to other people, for other people to see, you become normal. And you start really enjoying it, because it's as I was saying, it's real connection here, and people that resonate with you and are going to find you through your videos. It's, oh my gosh, it's such a massive difference from reading a blog post, or from, I don't know, following you on social media, everything you write, or etc. It's next level. I call it up leveling. It's up leveling your social media presence. It's through videos, definitely. And I believe I think over the past 2-3 years, I think social media become so visual. It was like a boom, and became so much focus on, if you have been following, that I always like to be up to date with every social network, every changes, everything, and trends. And it's been like a massive thing. It becomes so visual. It becomes so focused on photos and images and quotes and videos. It's the thing at the moment, and it's like, it's instant connection. And if you start doing it, it's like it increases your exposure and increases your reach. It's like exponentially. It's massively. And and it goes, and now I'm just remembering, thinking something I've said at the beginning. It's not about perfection, it's about expression. So don't think you have to be perfect to do a video. They have I need to have everything figured out. I have to, I'm just, for example, just 2-3 minutes ago, I was thinking about an example to give you about being on the right networks, and I was just here, just my mind went blank for a bit, because that's how it is. You don't have to be perfect and have to have a script and be very eloquent and not make any mistakes on anything. This is about, the focus needs to be on being of service to others. When you take off the pressure of being perfect, or have to be this certain way, or act a certain way of, and you put your focus on being of service, of delivering value to others, because that's the reason I'm here, because I want to give you these tips, because I want to give you value, for your own business. And when you focus on this, and you are able to focus on being of service, of helping others, it's just, you start to feel, oh my gosh, people need me. There are people there that need me. They need me to do a video talking about this topic, or talking about this subject, because it's going to help them. And it really will. You cannot imagine the massive difference sometimes you make on people's lives. Even if you don't have feedback, sometimes it's amazing. How much you can touch someone just through a video, or help them, and yeah, the universe needs you to do that. Okay, so which takes us to the 5th tip, which is, it's very important on social media and everything you do, being videos, I don't know, sharing your articles, posts, inspirational, questions, polls, whatever you do. It's about delivering value to others. This is not everything you do on social media. You can give tips, you can give advice, you can inspire other people, you can, but always deliver value to others. You're here to let people know that you can solve their problem, you can solve their issue, you can help them. That's the core thing, and that's why people want to work with you. Because they feel that you can help them. So because a lot of of course you want to have clients, of course you want to make more money, but you can have both. You can have both. You can have both. You can sell and make more clients and make more money, etc., but still do this in a way, to social media in a way that you don't have to push anything, you don't have to force anything, you don't need to sell your products or your services all the time, because it doesn't work that way, especially for spiritual. It doesn't work that way for traditional businesses, but it surely doesn't work this way for spiritual entrepreneurs, because you want to focus on connection, you want to focus on delivering value. For example, what I'm doing here, I'm delivering value to you, I'm giving you tips so you can use social media, so you can do a similar thing in your business, just to do a training, do a video, to do something, to write an article about how can you solve someone's problem, how can you help them, how can you know what I mean, right? And because on social media, selling and getting new clients is a byproduct. It's not a direct thing. I'm not saying you cannot talk about your services or talk about your products. You surely can and should, but you need to tell people what are the benefits for them. What is in your product or your service that people are gonna see value. It's gonna help them. It's very different from, oh, I have a new course on social media, come and buy it, and that's it. Right? It's like, yeah, but people's gonna watch and say, all right, she's wow, I'm happy for you, congratulations, you have a new course on social media, but what is the course about? How it can help me in my business. What if I'm going to buy the course? What are the benefits for me? What I'm going to gain with it? What results I'm going to get? That's what people want to know. So if you talk about your business, your products or services, always state the benefits of why people should work with you, why people should contact you. It's not in a way you have to convince anyone. No, you don't have to force or convince anyone, but it's just saying, I'm here to be of service. This is how I can help you. If you resonate with this, hey, just give me a call, fill up my form, send me a message on Facebook, whatever, and let's talk, and let's work together. And that's how it happens, because the right people are going to see the value in what you do, and they're going to work with you. And sometimes it happens. There are people that are going to even take the decision to work with you just by watching your video, just by just something very simple, just by reading an article that you've written, just by following you on social media, because they see that you know your stuff, you're being genuine, your stuff, so you know how to create value to others, and they're going to work with you. And this is supposed to be effortless, because when you focus on this, on being of service, on delivering value, it's the point. It's right. It all makes sense, and it gives you such a sense of joy, such a sense of purpose, such a sense of, I'm doing the right thing, and I'm not gonna lie, it takes time to grow your presence on social media. It takes time to build things. It takes time to the right people to come to you, etc. And that's why sometimes people quit. They just think, oh, no one is following me, no one is watching, etc. I'm gonna quit. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Even if if we only got 5 people watching, it doesn't matter if you're making a difference to their lives. and it's going to, and your presence is going to grow, it's going to evolve, it's going to change. No one is set in stone, but you need to feel joy and feel fun and know what you're doing along the process, and yeah. I hope this makes sense. Hope this makes sense to you. Yeah, so this is my 5 main tips on social media. As I said in the beginning, of course, there's a lot more to it than just this. If this resonates with you, and if you want to take this further, you can get my social media guidebook that on my website, carlagadi.com, which is a guidebook where I talk about the right mindset to be on social media. I also talk about how to be strategic, how to create the right strategy for you, how to write down your goals, how to choose the right networks for you to be in. And I also talk about Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I love Pinterest, by the way. I'm completely obsessed with Pinterest. and I'll give you great tips, for what to do on each of these networks. Of course, this doesn't substitute a tailored strategy for you, but it's a very good way of you knowing what you're doing, what is social media, and how to navigate through it. And I also, in this guidebook, I also give you tips about, because my background, it's not just on social media, it's in online marketing, overall online marketing. And so I give you also tips on blogging, on website optimization, how to convert visitors into clients. There are key things to do on your website in order to get this. And I also give you some tips on email marketing. So it's the whole enchilada. I used to say, I don't hold back anything on this guidebook. Is things that I do it myself. I only tell my clients and people the things that really work, and that I use them myself in my own business, because that's what you want, really. You don't want bullshit stuff. They're gonna make you lose your time, or marketing methods and techniques that are, oh my god, oh so beautiful, but it's just a waste of time and money sometimes. You want the right thing for you. So yeah, so if this resonates with you, so get this guidebook. I think it will be a good thing. And if you want to work with me on a one-on-one coaching basis and create a really tailored, specific strategy for you and for your business, that's my bread and butter. That's what I do best, is creating strategies and really understanding your business and who you are, and creating a really, really great kick-ass strategy for you. All right, so yeah, so you can go on my website, carlagadi.com, and you can take it from there, or you can contact me on social media as well. All right, so I hope this was useful to you guys. Also, if you have any questions, just drop me an email. My email is carla@carlagadi.com. I'm also always available, and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. So yeah, I hope this was useful for you, and I wish you a very good day. All right, see you soon. Bye.